Welcome to the weird, wild, bizarre beasts and mind-bending nature. You're about to see nature doing things that look completely fake. Underwater icicles of death, a waterfall that bleeds, and a forest that glows in the dark. These are 10 strange nature facts you were never meant to see. If you've ever wondered how the planet hides its weirdest tricks in plain sight, you're in the right place. Number 10, the rainbow eucalyptus. This tree looks spray-painted, but it's completely natural. As the bark peels away in strips, it reveals fresh layers underneath that shift from bright green to blue, purple, orange, and red. Each strip ages at a different rate, so the trunk becomes a living abstract painting you can walk right up to. No filters, no digital trickery, just biology showing off. Number 9, bloodfalls. In Antarctica, a glacier appears to bleed bright red water onto the ice. It looks like the start of a horror movie, but the color comes from iron-rich, super salty water trapped under the glacier for millions of years. When that ancient brine finally seeps out and hits the air, the iron rusts and turns deep red, staining the ice and reminding us that even frozen wastelands have hidden alien-looking secrets. Number 8, bioluminescent bays. In a few special coastal spots around the world, the ocean glows electric blue when you move through it at night. Tiny organisms called dinoflagellates flash when they're disturbed, turning every wave, splash, or step into liquid starlight. From the shore, it looks like someone poured neon paint into the sea, but it's actually millions of microscopic creatures firing off like underwater fireflies. Number 7, the sailing stones of Death Valley. Massive rocks, some weighing hundreds of pounds, slide mysteriously across a dry lake bed, leaving long tracks behind them, with no humans or animals in sight. For decades, nobody knew how they moved. Now we know thin sheets of ice, a little water, and just the right wind can push the rocks slowly along the mud. You never see them move with your naked eye. Only the tracks prove that something happened while you weren't looking. Number 6, brinicles, underwater icicles of death. In polar seas, super cold, salty water can sink from sea ice and form a deadly finger of ice that grows downward along the seafloor. Anything slow and unlucky, like sea stars or urchins, gets frozen solid as the brinicle spreads. It looks like a frozen lightning bolt reaching down from the surface, silently killing everything in its path. Number 5, blood-drinking butterflies. Some Amazon butterflies land on turtles, caimans, and even tapirs to sip tears and sweat for salt. Others go even further and drink blood from dead animals. These delicate, colorful wings hide a dark survival trick. If the nutrients aren't in flowers, they'll take them from whatever nature leaves lying around, even a corpse. Number 4, zombie fungi forests. We've talked about fungi that control ants, but in some forests, whole patches of insects are turned into climbing, dying statues. Cordyceps fungi invade their hosts, hijack their behavior, and force them to crawl up vegetation before they die. Then, the fungus erupts from their bodies and rains spores down onto more victims. Walk through quietly and you're surrounded by tiny graveyards, where the killer is still growing. Number 3, lakes that turn animals to stone. Lake Natron in Tanzania is so salty and alkaline that it can mummify animals that die on its shores. High pH and minerals preserve bodies in a way that makes them look like stone statues posed at the water's edge. The lake itself can be full of life, especially flamingos. But if you're the wrong animal in the wrong place, it turns you into a haunting piece of natural art. Number 2, the forest that glows in the dark. In some damp forests, mushrooms and even some insects give off a ghostly green light. This natural glow, called bioluminescence, may help attract insects to spread spores or warn predators to stay away. At night, the forest floor can look like a starry sky flipped upside down, faint points of eerie green light hiding in the leaves. And number 1, lightning that never ends. Over Lake Maracaibo in Venezuela, there's a place where storms can fire off lightning almost every night of the year. Sometimes it flashes thousands of times in a single night, lighting up the sky with almost no thunder. Warm winds, moisture, and the local landscape all combine to create a near-constant electrical show. a natural beacon you can see from miles away, glowing long after the rest of the world has gone to sleep. These were 10 strange nature facts you were never meant to see, but once you do, it's hard to forget them. Which one blew your mind the most? The frozen finger of death, the bleeding glacier, or the lake that makes statues out of animals? Tell us in the comments. If you enjoyed this trip into the weird wild, hit like, subscribe,